Hello, hello. My name is Callista, and welcome back to Pillars of Eternity. In the last episode, we found Nedmar and were able to tell him that Giaco has escaped. Now, in exchange for that information, for putting his mind at ease, he has given us a key that apparently will lead directly to the chapel next to Lord Raedric's throne room. However, looking at the map, I realised to keep chapel, we actually opened this way up ourselves. I'm pretty sure we opened this way up ourselves. I headed into it and then I got a bad feeling and I came back up to try and find Nedmar. So I don't think we actually needed to find this guy. However, he did also give us some scrolls, so you know, we should be happy with that. Everyone.
Yeah?
Everyone come with me. I'm thinking, do I... Again, here's my issue. I like exploring places. We have the disguises. We're currently disguised. And so far, we've been able to blag our way through. I mean, we're not being stopped. We're not being stopped. This is gonna get me in trouble. No, excuse me. I want to grab that. There we go. Ooh. Thank you.
Sure.
That's a priest. Hey
there.
It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Let's see if we can loot after the fact. Yeah, let's head on down. And yeah, this is definitely a chapel. Hello. Ooh. We have a champion. You know what? Because we should probably also swap out of the disguises. Get some actual armor on. Archmage. Yeah, this is... I found this place on my own. I found this place on my own. I didn't need to get Nedmar's key, but oh well. Oh well, we were able to provide him with some, with some peace of mind. Okay, yeah, let's get our armor back on. It is time to drop the pretense. No, excuse you. You have that. Adia. That. Durant, your shitty robes. And Kana. There we go. I should probably level, however I won't because I am lazy. Okay. Okay. Let's do this. Yep, there he be. There he be. Let her approach. Flanked by a host of guards, all of whom regard you with mute hostility, Lord Raedric VII observes you from his throne, clad in ornate plate. His eyes have a hollow quality, and there is a pallor to the man's gaunt face that leaves his features showing stark against his dark and unkempt hair. There is a dagger discarded upon one stone arm of the throne. A thin, crimson rivulet worms its way down from the blade and past Raedric's fingers, even as he leans forward to regard you with a piercing gaze. Thought he'd be better looking, even with all the inbreeding. Though his face is calm, you notice Adia's hand strain towards his weapon, as though with a mind of its own.
It is unlike Kolsch to hire mercenaries, or foreigners for that matter, and you are not one of mine, so I cannot accuse you of treason.
Raedric's voice is a low rasp, his gaze fixed upon you. He smiles grimly, flashing white teeth. His fingers close loosely around the pommel of the dagger, as if to ascertain if it's still there, and then flinch away. You've come far closer than his people ever did. Raedric looks to his guards, who shuffle nervously. Much too close. He looks back to you. A quiet infiltration and done more skillfully than Kolsk could ever manage. I did not expect it.
What has my cousin promised you? Some grand reward? If he had any resources to his name, he would not covet mine. And if he had any honor in him, he would not have tried this here, now, when I have lost so much.
They're cousins. Okay. I mean, does this surprise Ximena? Not really. Not really. Because again, Ximena is inherently selfish. The idea of like, oh, I'm doing this just to be nice. I don't expect anything in return. I'm just doing it to be nice. Like, you know. Ximena doesn't trust that. Ximena doesn't trust that. Like, she's not doing this to be nice. She's doing this because I own the castle next door, and this guy seems like a right dick. I would not be surprised if he tried to kidnap me and then sacrificially kill me because, like, oh yeah, killing a godlike, that'll bring good luck. That might end the hollowborn crisis. Like, he's a threat. She's not doing this because Gilded Vale deserves better. She's doing this because, like, I live nearby and you are a threat to my existence. I can't have that. I absolutely can't have that. Like, the nicest thing that Ximena has done is give Ornn money. And again, the only reason she did that is because your situation reminds me of my situation. If his situation was ever so slightly different, she wouldn't have given him the money. If what he had done had been, you know, like, maybe it didn't involve, you know, accidentally killing someone and then like, oh shit, that guy was actually part of this organization. I didn't know. Like, let's say he knew that it was a Crucible night. Like, he knew what he was getting himself into, and all this, that, and the other, and now he's having to hide in the sewers. If it had just been that small change, Ximena wouldn't have felt the urge to give him money. She wouldn't have felt that urge. She might have said, yo, I'll just leave you be. Like, I don't really give a shit. But, like, she wouldn't have helped him in the same way. But because it did so closely match up to what she had dealt with in the Vailian Republics, accidentally screwing over a crime family and then being hunted and trying to find passage out of your homeland, like, it just matched up so closely with what Ximena had experienced. Therefore, I'm going to give you money. But if it hadn't, she wouldn't have given him anything. Ximena very rarely does things to be nice. And if she is doing something to be nice, it's because it's reminded her of something that she's gone through. Again, she really doesn't do stuff because, like, oh, I have zero intentions, like, I'm not going to try and call on you after this for a favour, blah, 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 blah. Like, that doesn't happen. That doesn't happen. Ximena does stuff because it benefits Ximena. So Kolsk being Raedric's cousin, being in line to the throne, that doesn't surprise her. That doesn't surprise her. I'm drawn between 3 and 4. I mean, 3, what have you lost? We know that his kid was born hollowborn. He's lost a future. That's the thing. He's lost a future. It's a little bit like when you suffer a miscarriage. That's how I'd liken it to the hollowborn crisis. Everyone is miscarrying. Because here's the thing, those kids are never going to have the future you want for them. Like, when you find out, like, oh, I'm pregnant, you build a life. You build a life like, oh, what's their personality going to be? Who's going to be their friends? How well are they going to do in their studies? Are they going to take after me, or are they going to take after their other parent? Like, you build up this little life, and then it's gone. It's an entire future down the drain. Like, that's what he's lost. He's lost a future. And from what that guy, the town crier, whoever it was that we first met upon reaching Gilded Vale, it seems like they also believe that women who've had hollowborn children are more likely to have hollowborn children in the future. Because they were asking, oh, have you ever had any hollowborn kids? If you have, then we're not going to let you in. We only want women who produce normal babies. In which case, he might be considering divorcing his wife, if divorce is even a thing in this universe. Because now that she's had one, it's more likely that she might have more hollowborn kids. I don't know if that's actually a thing, or if that's their assumption, but still, that's what they believe. So not only has this guy lost the future, he's also lost his missus. I'd like to hear it from him, though. I'm going off of my assumptions here. What have you lost?
Much. There is a plague among us here in Gilded Vale. The legacy is but part of it. The rest is fear, heresy, perversion. Each incident alone is but the flicker of a candle, but together, a blaze that will destroy us.
The legacy makes men mad. Perhaps it does worse to women. I do not know. His gaze flickers towards you, searching, then turns away. They cling to hollow promises, to dark and terrible things. Each lie permitted feeds the fire. Every whisper from preening charlatans and venom-tongued midwives. The words of false prophets. The promises of dead gods. He clenches a gloved fist.
The flame consumed her. My Ygritte. And our child with it.
Are you being metaphorical or literal? As in your wife listened to a false prophet, aka that the dwarven lady. I've forgotten her name, but she was a Valian animancer. She was hanging from the tree, and she was attending to Raedric's wife. And for a while, she was saying everything that Raedric wanted to hear, like, oh yeah, totally. There's curses and shit. Yeah, blah 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 blah. But in actual fact, she was like, I'm not detecting anything wrong with this pregnancy. I'm not detecting anything wrong with any of these pregnancies. There's no way to, predict. She's fine. From what I can see, she's fine. I can't do anything to alter how this pregnancy is going to turn out. And then he hung her. So, are you being metaphorical? Your wife listened to this midwife animancer and it didn't serve her well? Or are you being literal where, you've burned her? You've burned her and the kid. What happened there?
A just sentence.
Raedric turns his head slightly to regard the dagger. There is a sudden, careful stillness in his expression. His voice wavers, and in that moment a pang of grief crosses his face. Ygritte knew. She hid the verses from me, the tokens. She knew what I would make of them. The scattered god poisoned her against me, made her deaf to my instruction. Only when our son was born, that hollow thing, that monster, then we both knew what her crimes had wrought. Raedric turns a baleful look upon you, jaw working, face flushed and splotchy with emotion. It could not stand. So yeah, he's killed her. He's killed her. He assumed, she was doing heretical stuff, and our son being hollowborn was the price for it, and I've killed her. He brings up a hand, suddenly, towards his temple, obscuring his face. What does Kolsk know of sacrifice? He would indulge himself. Let us succumb one by one and suffer Berath's punishment, until the final soul goes to its keeping, never to return, and Gilded Vale is but a barren land. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that is as far down as it goes. Yeah, I think again, Ximena... It will sound weird because, again, it is strange. It is strange, but Ximena doesn't expect people to act like good parents. Because, again, that's what her parents showed her. They viewed her as a cash cow. And all of their other kids, the kids that came before Ximena, they left on doorsteps. They left on church, entryways. They really didn't care for their kids. Beyond, okay, what can this kid bring us? Oh, it's a normal child. Nothing. It's an expense. Therefore, we ditch it. Oh, this kid is a godlike. This kid is a moon godlike. Oh, we can make money off of that. So she doesn't expect people to be good parents. But they were a devoted couple to each other. They were a very good partnership. So she does expect, oh, if you've got a wife, you treat that wife well. You've got a husband, you treat that husband well. She's more shocked at the fact that he's killed his wife than she is that he's killed his kid. You murdered your own wife, your child. I carried out the sentence. Would you have me give her to an executioner? In the Deerwood we see to our own justice. Raedric sits back in his throne, his knuckles white upon the armrest. And that thing, that silent aberration, that was not alive to kill. His dark eyes narrow. Keep your recriminations, trespasser. I have done my duty. It was alive, though. It was breathing, and, it could breathe on its own. Oh. This is, God, now we're getting into euthanasia territory. I think my feelings here are different than they would be in real life. Because this is a magical world. And therefore there might be some magic to give these babies souls. I don't know. I really don't know what to make of this. I feel like this is a bit above my pay grade. This is a bit above my pay grade as far as moral dilemmas go. Because it's not like the kids need assistance to breathe. It's not like you're keeping a baby on a ventilator. And it's like there's... then again, it doesn't seem like there's any brain function here either. But then again, they can make themselves breathe. Which implies that there is brain function. I don't know. We're gonna skip over it. So we can say this isn't an attack option. I kind of want to talk to this guy before we get into fighting. We might as well ask this. We might as well. Ximena's not surprised, but let's get some details. Kolsk is your cousin.
Oh yes, we are kin, he and I. He was raised within these walls, in fact, privy to all the privileges our family had to offer. But a greedy man always hungers after more than he receives, however bountiful. I was eldest, heir to the stewardship of our lands, and he was not.
The legacy brought chaos with it, panic and despair. Kolsk took advantage of that chaos, creating division in our ranks, luring loyal men and women to his cause. Good men, good women. Raedric's gaze goes distant for a moment, and then he glances at you and his lip curls. He fled the keep, in time, to hole up in the wilds beyond the village, to play at being a consummate and court favour with the people. Oh, hello. And while he plays at conqueror, the Vale suffers. Families, traders, all. I do not have enough men to guard the roads and defend us from Kolsk and defend us from Kolsk's incursions both. My attention suffers, and so my governance, my family. Raedric breathes out through his nose. Nor can I make the effort necessary to bring about an end to this curse if we are beset at all hours by his traitorous plots. I mean, Gilded Vale would have suffered under anyone's rule. Then again, I don't think there are many people who would have created a hanging tree at the centre of town. I'm not here for speeches. I came to stop you.
Stop me? From saving Gilded Vale? From doing what I must to see this curse lifted and our children restored? What purpose is there in that? No, you come to put a weaker man upon the throne for no reason but that he clamors for it and claim it just. You are a pawn in Kolsh's designs, and he has kept his motivations from you for a reason. I wonder if you understand what it is you do, or what you might accomplish if you were better informed. You have proven your competence in your way, and had I such an ally, we might together put an end to Gilded Vale's woes, lift the curse once and for all, and in doing so, return us to a life where such strict measures are not necessary.
Ooh. Oh, flipping heck. There are a lot of potential options here. A lot of potentials. Okay. I want info. I want info. What has happened to Gilded Vale? The legacy. Raedric breathes. Shortly after the death of the scattered god, Widewind's legacy fell upon our lands. He shakes his head. And despair came with it. How could it not? When the curse took our children, our hope from us. I knew that Berath would not allow such cruelties, not unless we had lost his favour. Some in the village cling yet to a false faith, worshipping the dead god. They revere him in secret, even knowing what it brings upon us. My own wife. She continued her heresies against my wishes, and when our child was born, we saw then that no sin remains unrevealed. His jaw works. No man is free from Berath's judgment. No woman. Raedric looks to the dagger resting on the throne. I will do what I must to ensure that we do not stray again from the path. But it has taken time to root out the last of these cultists within our village. Time Kolsk used to gather his forces. You're seeing traitors where there really are none. I'd like to know more about the Raedrics. Raedrics? It is but I alone now. But the Raedric name was birthed in glory. We have been stewards of Gilded Vale for generations. Its people look to us still for guidance and protection. First from the excesses of the Empire, and now from what dangers the Deerwoods hold. I have inherited that duty. By my vow, by my title, so long as I am Thane, I will permit no threat against our lands, be they moral or spiritual in nature. I think... Ooh. I mean, I think... Here's the thing, she does care which one of them is on the throne. Because this guy is a direct threat to her. He's taking out anything that he deems as unnatural aberrations. And she's godlike. Ximena is godlike. She is an aberration. So he is most definitely a threat to her. And again, this bit, yes. She's doing this to get paid. She's not doing this for the well-being of Gilded Vale. She's doing this because, one, you're a threat to me, and two, I can loot your castle, and I can get paid. But she does care who is on the throne. You're a threat. Kolsk doesn't seem to be a threat. You really are mad. if you think I'd work with you.
So be it. May the twinned god take pity upon your splintered soul, and scatter it to the winds.
Raedric's frown deepens, but he only nods. Raedric rises from the throne, and around him his guards settle into battle stances. Okay. Right. Okay,
Hey.
idiot. You get in. Get in. Knock his ass. That is Favored of Berath. That is an archmage. Okay,
I'm ready.
Pallegina. Get in there. Durance, you know what? Priest fight. Go on, priest fight.
Hey there.
Okay, yeah, all of the squishies are at the back. Excellent. I'd rather take out the archmage. I
Yes?
feel like you're the biggest threat here. Kana,
Following your
you
lead.
help out Durance.
Hey there.
Okay. All right. Do that.
Hey there.
Oh, and the epic battle music starts. Okay. Can we... Yeah, do that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, buddy. I need you to stay up.
How may I help?
What?
Okay, you're doing that. Mm-mm. Drink that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes?
And then... Bodyguard. Okay, I think the Archmage might actually be down. Champions, archers. Okay, do that on him.
Hey there.
Okay, and next... I need you... to do that.
Momo! You...
Yeah, they're all on him. They're all on him. Okay.
Hey there.
Following your lead.
We need to help him out.
Hey there.
I think he's gonna go down though. Yeah, he's only on 5.
What?
Okay. I'm just looking at everything. I'm just like surveying the battlefield. Okay.
Hey there.
Hi?
Do that. No, he's down. He's down. Okay. Okay. You go after him. Ooh. Spirit friend? Yes.
I'm ready.
Oh, Pallegina. No, now is not the time. Now is not the time for that. However, if you would be
Hey
so
there.
kind... Yeah, there's... Oh, I mean, she's still up.
Yes? Hey.
Okay. Oh god, who is where? Knock him.
Hey there.
Mhm. I mean, you're fine for endurance.
Yes.
Like, you'll read. Can you try and do that, please?
Hey there.
Pallegina is down. However, I'm like, maybe we're fine. Maybe we're not. I don't know, but we're gonna get through this.
Yes?
We're gonna get through this, or we're gonna die trying. Okay. Go for him. Do that.
Yeah?
You know what? You help out
Love.
Adia. I mean, Kana, you genius. Okay. You know, skeletons? Get him. Okay, there we go. Okay, I think it's just 3 left. I think it's just 3 left. Okay, yeah, you just... There we go, you're down. Yeah, the skeletons are doing a really good job there. The skeletons are holding it down. Oh, there goes my timer. However, this goes on until this fight is over. There we go.
I'll teach you a lesson.
Okay, come on. Just take him out. Take him out. Also, I saw that. Ximena killed Raedric. Way. Way. Now, ooh. Well, don't mind if I do. Thank you kindly. Yoink, and then...
There's something you don't see every day.
Ooh. Justice. Ooh. Okay, also let me... Because it might be booby-trapped, you never know. Fine scepter, paradox, amethyst. Excellent. Okie doke, but there we go. There we go. We have taken out Lord Raedric. Alrighty then. In the next episode, I'm not sure if we loot the castle or if we go straight to find Kals. Like, I'm not entirely sure what I'm gonna do, but, you know, that can wait. That can wait for another episode. But until then, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below, and if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. A special thanks to my channel members, such as SM2K, Christopher K. Davies, CGG, and Kevin Bicknell. I've been Callista. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.